So this video is about a profitable trading strategy based on Cypher Harmonic pattern. So in this video, first of all, we're going to learn about what is Cypher Harmonic pattern and what are some rules that you need to follow in order to detect this pattern successfully. And in the end, we're going to go through an example on the charts along with the trading strategy that I'm going to explain that you can use to make some profits in Forex. Hey guys, welcome back. So first of all, we're gonna talk about how you can detect Cypher Harmonic pattern correctly on your charts. So in order to do that, you need to follow some rules, and there are 4 rules that you need to follow in order to detect the Cypher Harmonic pattern successfully. The first rule is that XA wave is a simple impulsive wave, okay? And here I have already drawn the pattern so that I can explain it to you. This wave X wave is a simple impulsive wave, okay? So here we can see that from X to A, this X wave is a impulsive wave, and the second rule is AB wave will retrace to 61.8 Fibonacci level. It's not the exact figure, it can be somewhere between 50 to 78 Fibonacci levels, okay? So as I said in the beginning, that this pattern is a geometric pattern and it is based on the Fibonacci ratios. So the second rule says that this AB wave should be in between the 50 to 78 Fibonacci levels. So let me just take the Fibonacci retracement tool here and let me just draw it from X to A. And here we can see that this AB wave is at almost this level of 0.5 Fibonacci, okay? It's not exactly at 0.5, okay? It's approximately 0.5, but it can be anywhere in between 50% to 78% or 0.5 to 0.78, okay? The third rule here says that BC wave is also an impulsive move and it must hit inverse Fibonacci ratio 1.272 of AB wave. Okay, so let me just explain what this means. So we have talked about the X wave, the AB wave. Now let's talk about the BC wave. Okay, the BC wave said in this rule should be also an impulsive move and it must hit the inverse Fibonacci ratio 1.272 of AB wave. So if I draw Fibonacci from A to B, this seed point should be at almost the level of 1.272, or it must be hitting this level, okay, which is being satisfied here. So this is the third rule that you need to follow. Now let's talk about the fourth rule, which is that CD wave will also retrace, but it must break point B. After breaking the point B, the cipher level is completed. So let me just explain what this means here. So we have talked about X wave, that it should be an impulsive move. Then we have talked about AB wave, that it should be a retracement of XA wave to the level of 0.5 to 0.78, and BC wave must hit the level of A to B Fibonacci extension, which is at almost 1.272, okay? And this retracement here, CD, should be above the level of the point B, which is here. So as you can see here, that this D point is at almost a level of 0.6 to 0.78 from this X to A. If I draw Fibonacci from this point here, we can see that this is inside 0.6 to 0.78, okay? So there are 2 things that you can consider. The first thing is that it can be in between 0.6 to 0.7 from X to A. If I draw this again from here to here, it can be in between 0.6 to 0.7, this D point, or it must break the B point, okay? And another thing that you should keep in mind is that it should not go above this X point. Then this Cypher Harmonic pattern will not be valid. So these are 4 rules that you need to follow in order to detect the Cypher Harmonic pattern successfully on your charts. Now let's talk about the trading strategy. So after the formation of Cypher Harmonic pattern, as we can see here, this very Cypher Harmonic pattern. So after the formation of this pattern, the market will give us an impulsive move in the bearish direction. And what we can do here is we can open a short position at this D point, and we can set multiple take profit levels, okay? The good thing about this Cypher Harmonic pattern is that it gives us higher risk to reward ratio. So in order to decide the take profit, what we can do here is draw the Fibonacci extension from C to D, and we can set multiple take profits, okay? And our last take profit will be at 1.68 level, and we can set the first take profit at Fibonacci 1, and then second one at 1.272, and then third one at 1.618. Now as soon as any of these take profits is hit, we can break even the trade, and the stop loss value for this strategy will be at the level of X, okay, which is the first wave. So this level here can act as our stop loss level. Okay, so as you can see here that this strategy gives a high risk to reward ratio. You can see here as well that this is a 3.47 risk to reward ratio, and it also has high probability of winning. So now let's talk about this strategy, or let's understand this strategy by an example on the charts. So let me just go towards this chart here, and here we can see the formation of Cypher Harmonic pattern as we're gonna apply the rules that we have discussed about. So the first rule was that X wave should be an impulsive move. As we can see here, this is a bearish impulsive move. And then the second thing we discussed was that AB wave should be at in between the 0.5 to 0.78 Fibonacci of this XA wave. So if I draw Fibonacci from here to here, we can see that it is almost at the level of the 0.5. So our second rule is also being followed. Okay, let me just delete this. And the third rule was that the BC wave should be at almost level of 1.272 of Fibonacci extension of this AB. So let me just go here and draw the Fibonacci from here to here, and we can see that this is C point is almost at the level of 1.272. Now the third rule was that the CD wave will also be an impulsive wave, and D point should be above the B point, okay, which is also happening here. And another thing that we can consider here is that D point should be in between 0.6 to 0.7 level of Fibonacci of this X to C wave. So if I draw from here to here, as you can see here that this is almost equal to 0.6, and which is in between 0.6 to 0.7 of this Fibonacci from X to C. So now the Cypher Harmonic pattern is complete, and now comes the trading strategy. So as explained earlier, our take profit level will be at 1.618 of this CD wave. So if I go here and draw this, so our take profit level will be almost at 1.618. We will put 3 take profits. The first one will be at 1, the second one will be at 1.272, and the third one will be at 1.618. okay, so let me just take the short position here. Let me just delete this Fibonacci, and if we take the short position here at this level, we can drag this to, let me just draw it from here to here. So if I go here and drag this towards 1.618, and the stop loss will be at almost same level as X. So here what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 3 take profits. The first one will be at 1 Fibonacci 1 of the CD wave, the second one will be at 1.272, and the third one will be at 1.618. Now in order to increase the risk reward ratio, what we can also do is we can take our stop loss or drag our stop loss a little below, okay, in between the X and D. Okay, so if we move this downward, take this stop loss downward, our risk to reward ratio will increase, as you can see here. And in this case here, this strategy worked and it hit the 2 take profit levels. So as soon as the price hits the first take profit, you can break even the trade so that you're on the safer side. And this is how you can trade using the Cypher Harmonic pattern. I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I would love to answer them. Also, don't forget to visit our website www.ForexBee.co in order to learn more about Forex and price action. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.